through Czechoslovakia, we wind up in Vienna, Austria. We were one day in Vienna as a free tourist. No money. So we're standing on the wagons and we noticed that the Austrian people are bringing over water and the SS is not making any move. So we knew there was something aloft. At the end of the day, they take us 60 miles north into the Alps. We wind up in a camp called Mauthausen.
Sorry, what?
Mauthausen.
Mauthausen.
Exactly as you hear it. Mauthausen. In Mauthausen, we did not do anything because we were destined to be transported into other places where they require people of our sort. We were the designated experts in munition producing. The only thing that we were experiencing in Mauthausen is came in the morning, they told you to get undressed, leave the clothes on the floor, and you were chased out into an open shower through the snow.
In the winter.
And you would hardly imagine how strong human body is. Tell someone nowadays to go out naked outside into the snow. Never mind take a shower. And you come back from the shower, you find your clothes dipped in cold water, lying in a heap on the floor. It was mayhem because the tall guy grabbed the short pants, the short guy tall pants. This lasted 1 month. After the month, they drove us to a place called Hanover. Hanover is a large city in Germany. There was a munition factory and they needed people. They took us into a place that was a camp occupied by Russian prisoners. The horrifying thing to be in this place was the graffiti on the walls, written in blood. It's like if you see a horrifying picture of, nowadays you see blood all over the wall. We were working in this factory till the end of April. The end of April, we saw the British paratroopers falling down. So instead of leaving us, we couldn't travel anymore by road, so they walked us again west to a place called Bergen-Belsen. We arrive in Bergen-Belsen and we find, looking at this place, there's no crematorium, there's no work, there's no food, it's simply a dead camp. The definition of a dead camp is, as long as you were lusting on your feet, you were yourself. If you gave up, you became a statistical corpse that was spewing all over the field, thousands and thousands of corpses. So me, I was still on my feet. I was giving a blanket, along with so many other people, to tie up to a corpse and pulled the corpse to a pit. You can visualize it in your mind, a column of people pulling corpses into a pit. This I did for 2 weeks. The end of 2 weeks, we find out the British liberated the camp. You can imagine the excitement, the feeling that you are free. You overcame this tyranny. What happened is, a lot of people, when the British came in, they brought some food, and people started to eat. They were dying instantly. Myself, along with so many others,
Can I just say something?
I felt
They were eating a lot because they were used to not to have any food. So they ate so much that they died because they were dehydrated, they were sick, they had all kind of diseases, but they didn't know. So a good thing that the boy that sits near me, the man, didn't eat so much. So this is how he survived.
would you like to take over and finish?
No, you
No, you go ahead.
did a good job here.
I laid down.
Why didn't you eat a lot?
Right.
Why did you choose not to eat a lot? Why didn't you eat a
He
lot?
couldn't eat.
You just couldn't.
I was one of the lucky ones. I laid down in order to meet my Maker. And laying down on the ground was not a simple process. You had to move away some corpses, so you had a place to lay down on the ground between corpses. I'm lying on the ground. I don't remember how long it took, if it took a half a day, if it took hours. Suddenly, I hear voices. Just to add to the story,
These people.
women were kept in a separate camp from men, separated. So when the liberation came, they opened the gates from the women's camp into the men, and women were starting to run in to see if they find a husband, a father, a son, whatever.
Rather, not anybody should.
I'm lying on the ground, and I'm listening to voices over me. Are we okay?
No, it's very noisy outside. It's okay.
It's okay.
Madam Joe.
Made another appointment
Unfortunately.
to finish it.
You want to finish it? You go right ahead. So I'm lying on the ground, I hear voices, and my wife will take over to finish the story. Go ahead.
Well, I was liberated in Bergen-Belsen too. But I was longer in Bergen-Belsen. I was 6 months there. I arrived the same time as this man, Manuel. And they sent them away. But anyway, we went on the march for 3 days. It was very bad. It was so cold because winters in Poland are just like here, cold. No clothes, no food for 3 days. I was with an aunt of mine, and she sat down on a stone and she said, "Nancy, I'm not going anymore." I said, "How can you quit now? You gotta go. Maybe tomorrow will be better." Somehow, I always saw a little light in the tunnel. And sure enough, that night they took us into a barn. We didn't walk out all night. This was the third day. And the morning they put us up on kettles like that. They carry cows, whatever, you know. And we came into Bergen-Belsen. I was with a friend of mine, and I said, you know, I don't want to. First of all, April 15, we were liberated. You know what a simcha is. We were so happy about it. We couldn't believe it. So I said to my friends, you know, we'll go and organize a room, we used to talk like that, where the Germans ran away. So we won't have to sleep on the floor. But when we got in there, there were so many dead bodies. People just wanted to be free. And this is what happened. It was a miracle. So we had a room. There was 2 bunk beds, a little stove, which was good. We could go out and get some food and cook something. So I was with my girlfriend and her sister. So they had one side and me, my aunt, on the other side. And then I said, you know, girls, let's go to the men's side because we couldn't go there.